The area type tool. So this is a bit different tool as far as our type family. So the point type tool lets us click and just start typing on our artboard. So the area type tool now lets us put text inside of an area, fill text inside of an object, or flow that text inside of an object or a shape. So it could be as simple as this square, or it could be a real organic type of a shape that I have drawn. So to begin with, we need to get our text and we need to then define. So I can just do this without copying or utilizing some other word processing tool for my text. And I'll show you that first. So with this tool, now I don't really have to have it selected, but I can select my shape just to see what's going on with it. Notice that this actually has a fill of yellow and a stroke of none. Okay, so fill of yellow, stroke of none. So I'm going to use my area type tool and I'm going to click, and you need to click on the edge. It's going to not like it if I click on the inside of a path. It'll give you this warning. So click right on the edge, and notice my yellow fill is now gone. So whenever I choose an object to become filled with area type, it's going to lose all of its attributes, which means the fills and the strokes and what's applied to it. So sometimes if we want to keep that, then we have to work off of a copy. Make a copy of that yellow box, put it in the background, maybe lock it so you can't accidentally select it, and then go ahead and type on the area that you want to have your text in. So now I have a flashing cursor. It's off to the side, and it goes from my alignment. My alignment right now is set to left, and so if I start typing, you see, all right, so it's typing away. And it looks like it's having some kind of an error with my chosen text, my font. There we go. When you see that blue or the pink highlight, that indicates that it's trying to use a font that's not installed in my system. Okay, so that's one way that I can just click and start typing. Now it still remembers that this is a area text object, so it's waiting for some information that I can now copy and paste. So if I select all of this, I click and drag with my text tool. I can also do a double click to select words. A triple click will select the whole body copy. This happens to be a new paragraph. So if I click enough times, I should be able to get it. I'm having trouble today. I'll just click and drag. All right, so I can choose to copy this, copy, and then go back over. Where is my shape? Here it is. Still has that flashing insertion point right there. You can see it on the very edge. If I do a Control V to paste, there it flows it inside that container. A couple of things. When I'm putting the text inside of a container, depending on the shape, but sometimes a center alignment works best. Oops, we need to have this selected. I'm going to do a Control A this time to select everything. Center, especially if it's more of an organic or a circle, the center works really nice. In this case, I still have some raggedness happening. Let's do a Control A again to select everything. I could go ahead and do one of my justifications here, which would then spread it out. And especially if I'm wanting to really indicate the edges of the container as being more strong and concrete, less closure applied to that, then I would probably do a justification. Bad thing about justifications is that you get these awkward white spaces. We call them rivers of white that flow through that text. One other piece here, there's a little red box with the plus sign. That's a text overflow. So that means that I have text that I pasted into this container that I'm not seeing. It's overflowing. There's too much to fit. So that's more of an advanced issue that we'll figure out how we can continue that, thread that. For now, though, if it's something that you has to fit in this container, then you're going to have to probably change the shape of this. Let's just see if we can stretch this out long enough to get everything to fit for that to disappear. I'm going to go into my scratch area. Couple extra spaces probably at the end. There we go. Now that's gone because I see all of the text in that shape. All right, so area type tool, just remember that you do lose the attributes of the shape when you click on it. Center alignment tends to work best. Justification is also something to look at with that tool.